Salutations, my friends. Okay, in this video, well, that was kind of lame, salutations. Okay, whatever. In this video, I'm going to tell you the history of the house. Okay, so, this house grew up on a quite, bad street, bad neighborhood in Michigan. I do live in Michigan. It grew up in a bad area. The house was built in 1960, and I want to say 1980 something, about 1980s, before the house got redecorated and stuff. And it was, repainted and remodeled, and the sidings and stuff wasn't up like it is now, and the house looked completely different from what I heard. And this is a story from the landlord. Anyways, it was a bad neighborhood, and it was quite ghetto, if I must say. A lot of not so much pot, but mostly like meth labs and stuff. It was pretty bad. Anyways, my sister's room, which you guys have seen in the last two videos, the one video from a few nights ago when the doll moved and the door shut, and tonight when my sister's door shut, my niece and sister's door shut, and the music was playing, and then we saw the orb. Anyways, in her room, let me shut the door, because I think she's awake, and she shouldn't be hearing this. Erica shouldn't, it'll scare her. Okay, someone put a ladder up to her window, the window there, when someone else lived here. It was, two girls and their parents who lived here. And one girl slept in the room across the hall, where Erica and my sister sleep. And then the other girl slept in my brother Josh's room. And this room that I sleep in must have been kept as something else, I'm not sure. And the parents slept in the room my mom sleeps in, because it's the biggest bedroom. But somebody put a ladder up to my sister's, what is my sister's room now, and I guess she was sleeping with her window open one night, and instead of having it the side, because there's one side you slide open and it's a screen, and the other side sleeps and it's wide open. I guess she was sleeping with her window open. The person walked on the side of the house and put a ladder up there, and these guys, there were two of them, walked up the ladder and dragged the girl by her hair down the stairs, and while the other guy held her mouth shut, and they put her in the living room. While one held her mouth shut, the other guy went in there with his gun and aimed it at everyone else to get him in the living room. And then the next part is a little bit more graphic than what I've been saying. The two men raped all three of the girls right there in front of the husband while he was tied up on the floor and he couldn't do nothing. And I guess they were tied up too, the girls were tied up too. And then after they were done doing their stuff and raping the girls, it's upsetting talking about it, and I have a bad feeling talking about it. I feel a presence in the room. After they were done raping the girls, the guys shot all four of them after brutally hurting them very bad, beating them really bad. They shot them, and they went out the front door, left the front door open. They went out the front door and grabbed the ladder and hurried up and jumped in their van and left wherever they were going. The guys were never caught. But it's pretty bad, and that's just what I read on the internet and some information from the police and my next door neighbor who has lived here for a very long time, and just information I've been searching around. Now, if you were to know my address or somewhat, or however, or you recognize the story or whatever, you won't be able to find that story anywhere on the internet because the internet only briefly says the guys who did it, and it tells the briefs of what happened. 2 people were murdered, or 4 people were murdered in the house in the living room, and that's pretty much all it says. But I found out most of the information from my next door neighbor and the police, and the file is closed, so there's no way anybody could find that file unless you are a police officer or in the FBI or something. So there's no way you can find that file. But it was it sounds like a pretty intense story, and I think the twin girls who lived here, the girls, they were both 16, and you know, I think they like to play around with me and mess with my brain, and yeah, so alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.